Welcome back, Egos family. This is episode 13. We are your hosts, Jacob Grijalva.
And Mario Rodriguez.
I hope y'all are doing well.
You okay?
No, we're doing pretty good. Dude, it's hot as balls in here.
Yeah, it's actually really pretty. It's like pretty humid.
I can't have the fan on because then you guys will hear it, and I can't open the window or else the curtain go.
Yeah, and at any point you hear like a dog howling. It's Jacob's dog that is scared of. Thank you for your assistance.
You're welcome.
It's Jacob's dog that's scared of the guitar, the sound of the guitar, or maybe he's just dying.
Yeah, they might just be dying.
They're pretty sick. They're pretty old dogs.
They're old.
Yeah.
They're not sick though.
How you been? Last week was the first week in a while that we like haven't hung out.
I know.
And like
it's been a while.
So long.
Guys, I'm actually getting hours at work.
Yeah, you got to 10 hours to 33 hours.
Yes, I had 9 hours last week, and I'm at 32 this week, baby.
I worked 60 hours last week.
Shut up. I don't care. I don't care about Yo's schedule. Anyway, guys. Recently, my feet are out. Anyway, recently, we traveled to New York City to visit the Museum of Sex.
It was definitely an interesting museum, and I'm pretty happy that we went, though, because
It was
honestly, it
interesting.
was pretty fun. The only complaint that I had is that I wish they told us that there was a gallery closed before we bought the ticket.
That, and I wish they told us the ticket to game ratio.
Yeah, so basically when we go to the Museum of Sex, you know what, let's just start from the beginning. We'll, like, just
All right,
go
so
through the whole museum. So when you first walk in, you have to show the security guard or whoever's working your ID because you can't be 17 or younger to enter because we don't want no exploitation of young babies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you first walk in, it's a whole gift shop of just sex toys, like dildos, vibrators. There's weed, CBD. There's a bunch of things there. It's actually very interesting when you first walk in.
It is very cool.
There's a toy that we saw. It was a boot, and it was a dildo. So the bottom of it was the ball sack was like a shoe. It was a boot. And then the higher it goes up, it's just forming into this giant ass dildo.
But like, guys, this was like an actual like leg-sized foot. Like, it was like the size of my foot, if not bigger. And the actual dildo part was like as thick as my leg. There it is.
There it is. I'm so sorry, guys.
My dog's yelling. She's an idiot. Anyway.
She's traumatized right now. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
She's
She doesn't like music.
She's going through something.
If you play music, she throws a tantrum.
There she is.
Anyway, so yeah, the actual dildo part is the size of my actual leg. And it makes me think, wouldn't that be painful?
Sorry, the dog.
Wouldn't that be painful for most people, though? Like shoving a leg-sized dildo inside of you?
But people like genuinely have like a kink for pain. Like that.
No, I know.
So like you can imagine. I wonder. We should have like looked how much that dildo costs. Not to say that we're gonna buy it, but I just want to see who is willing.
I wonder if it
purchase
was even on sale. I feel like it was probably
right.
like a.
No, wait, no. I remember seeing a giant box of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe. Wow.
That's crazy. But like, I want to see like who. I want to see if anybody that like bought it. You know, like I want to go to the person and be like, "Hey, did anybody buy this yet?" Like,
yeah, dude, people have definitely bought it. I almost bought it, just because it looks cool.
You know,
not that I would ever use it, but
there's like a hotel next door. Like if you, I think, win a prize or something, or like if you spend a certain amount of money, you get a discount at the Museum of Sex if you go to the hotel next door.
Yeah.
And I just find that super funny because that hotel is just sex.
We should go.
No, what? No, we're not gonna go to that hotel.
The most sex-filled sheets ever.
Okay, and then we got there.
Just
We gotta get there like 20
over.
minutes early, and it was for us. It was honestly pretty long. The museum tour. It was like an hour and 30, an hour 15 that we spent at the museum, which is pretty good for.
Yeah,
I mean, size
the
of
length
the museum.
was good. Yeah. So like. Alright, so after you get through the gift shop portion, you walk through like this really big tunnel, and it like just has like stuff in the walls and
Yeah, you
whatever.
go star too. Like
Yeah.
stairs, I mean, not
Yeah,
stars.
yeah. And then you go in and first is like the actual museum portion of it, where like you see a bunch of like old sex devices
Yes, and it's
and
not
dolls
just toys. It's like games, certain
Dolls.
positions people learn.
gaping devices.
Yeah, you actually like learn about like the history of all of this.
You learn the history of porn. You watch a
Uh,
lot of porn.
Oh my god, it's low-key traumatizing, the amount of porn there.
Well, okay. So there was like this mini theater with like 6 seats in it that you could sit in.
And we had exactly 6 people.
Yeah, and it was like the evolution of like sex in movies, right? And we went in there, and like all the films were like, yeah, there was like sex in it and whatever, but it was like really slow paced and it didn't happen immediately.
Yeah.
But then it turns to this one movie,
Oh my god.
and instantaneously this girl is just
Coming up.
deep throating.
She's like ready, so it's like a scene of like 2 people kissing and how crazy it was in the 60s for like 2 people to be kissing and be intimate like that. And then the next scene you just see this girl coming up from the ball sack up of her sucking this dick, dude.
Yeah.
It was insane. It
Yeah.
was so weird.
Literal like close up deep throat. Like you were like right in front of her face when you started.
Yeah.
And it was like there was also like this other screen with another movie on it, but it was so old, like from, it looked like it was from like the 30s, and like it was like so grainy and so close up that you couldn't even tell what was happening. And I sat there for like 25 minutes trying to decipher
You
what
did not
was
sit
going
there for
on.
25 minutes.
I sat there for a while.
You
I
sat there
was,
for like maybe 5 minutes.
I was
Jacob.
trying to decipher what was happening.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
because
film.
it was just like
Very gray.
it was very gray, but since it was like the 40s, you couldn't obviously just show like any
Yeah.
part of your body on a movie, or you'll get like lynched or something.
Yeah,
So
lynched. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, but like back in the day, like showing
guess
any
so,
body
yeah.
part was really bad.
Yeah.
So it was just like it was a up close, like super close. Like you couldn't tell if it was like the crease of your elbow, or if it was like a lip, or if it was like a vagina. It was.
I will
definitely
say though,
interesting.
we did make out one scene where they were licking the other person's eye, their eyeball.
I did not remember that. What?
Andrew and I sat there while like we were like the first
Oh
ones.
yeah,
to
shout
get
out to
there,
our
and,
friends that went with us. You know,
Yeah.
Mackenzie. We met Delia, Mackenzie's
Yeah.
girlfriend, which was awesome, and then we have Andrew and Evie, and then us. It was pretty fun.
It was very fun.
I think we went with a really good group of people, though. I
Yeah.
feel like if we had to go with the group, that had to be the group.
Yeah, I feel like it would have made a lot of people uncomfortable who weren't them.
No, for sure. But then after we saw that movie of like, you know, like the history of like sex scenes in movies, we go through like this other section where it was like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and like now of like each like about the media and how people were like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like they were like exploiting their bodies, but
Yeah.
like people were like like in the 60s.
Sexualization in the media.
Yeah, basically. And it was just seeing how through the decades how it went.
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
very
for the 2010s, they had Nicki Minaj's music video for
Anaconda. It was the whole fucking video.
Yeah, and all the girls just sat there and they were like,
No, yeah.
Look at their
Yeah,
ass.
there were like all the girls were just there. There were so many girls. At
I
that
mean,
specific
listen,
one. The one that
they
one
do
and the one of
have-
the Britney Spears. The Britney
Yeah.
Spears one was also.
but listen, in the Anaconda video, I'm not gonna lie, they do have cake. When
No,
I
yeah,
was
they do have
younger,
cake.
I definitely watched that video a few times.
Yeah, for sure. But then after that, you go through a line where you see this educational show of like it was like really early on. It was like 1500s
Yeah, like
in
ancient
the
times.
yeah. It was in like it was Greek
Yeah.
basically in the Greek times where like their specific times where there was like sex houses back then
Yeah.
and how they explored their sexuality and all that jazz. It was so interesting. And the way that it starts is that like there's like this flying hot dog but the hot dog is a penis.
Yeah.
And it's just talking to you and explains to you what's gonna happen, and then he opens the curtain and it's just a bunch of like information.
Yeah. And before the whole presentation started, this girl came in to like talk to us beforehand, and she goes, "How the fuck are y'all feeling?" And we were like, "Yeah."
No, yeah, it was only us though.
Yeah.
The 6, we were just hyped up. We thought like this was fun. Like this wasn't supposed to be like any like educational reason or like any like to get aroused. It was literally just to have fun and goof off.
And then she told us that we had the opportunity to grab dicks, and I was like, yes.
You were the only one though too from the group.
Dude, I was so hyped. I was so hyped.
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, after the whole video of like explaining like sex history, we walked through this like tunnel that had like
it was a glass tunnel.
Yeah. And like you could stick your head in through the sides and like watch videos about different things. Honestly, that part didn't really like amuse me too much. The tunnel was cool.
We took a picture.
And the music was cool, yeah.
But that was like the only good part. The picture was nice.
Yeah.
But there was one part though when you like lift your head up. It was just oh my god, it was so bad. You lift your head up, and when you look up, it's a girl. Like it's like you're looking up a girl's skirt.
Bro, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was me and Andrew were like, Andrew, let's get out. This is so weird.
Why didn't you guys bring me over there?
No, I don't know. It was like weird. I was like, why is this? I didn't even get to this is weird.
That.
It was so funny because it was like the bottom, you know, like the Marilyn Monroe pose, like where she's like that with like her dress, and like she's under a vent, and the vent is like blowing like air up her, so she is trying to push her dress down. Yeah. That's basically what it was. It was just weird that the first thing you just look up and you're like, oh shit. Okay.
I mean, honestly, it's pretty cool.
The fact that they made a display about that, like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, that's a cool way to
They make a lot of money.
They do.
That's insane to me.
A lot of people are interested in sex.
Yeah, and then after the tunnel, we went to the first place of games.
Yeah,
which
after that, it was just all games.
What was the first? Oh, yeah, the first one.
The bowl.
Oh, my God, it was the bouncy house of boobs.
Oh, yeah, the boobs, yeah.
That was really fun. I was tired afterwards. I didn't realize bouncy houses take a lot out of you.
So, like, okay. For some reason, like, the walls of the bounce house and the floor weren't, like, connected. So, like, the first thing I did was leap over a really nice round boob on the ground. And I flipped over it. And then...
Oh, yeah, you
I, like, fell into the side
fell.
Because there was, like, a disconnect between the floor and the wall. So I just fell straight to the ground, and I was, like, stuck. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
That was really funny.
I think it was me. It was first me and Andrew, or Andrew and I, whatever.
Yeah, and then Ev and I went.
Yeah, but when me and Andrew went, it was really short, but I was like, I'm out of breath because I forgot how like exhausting jumping is.
But also, it's just different when you're jumping on boobs.
Also, it was really hot in the bouncy house.
Yeah,
personally.
but like I can jump on a regular flat surface, but when you're jumping on top of like round boobs, then like it like
you're
the
like
impact,
dodging them.
Yeah, the impact puts your organs into shock.
And Evie is so short, so you jumping with Evie, you just see Evie going, help.
Dude, I just like pushed her around.
No, yeah, seriously, we're just looking at Evie. She's like, help. She's like coming up for like air. It was so funny.
Yeah, I just pushed her into all the boobs.
But also in that room they had. Oh, I wish it was open, but they closed down this little movie theater where it was a simulation of you getting hit by dicks.
Yeah.
It was like a whole art display, and I remember it won an award for something, I don't know. And you're on like massage chairs, but the massage chairs aren't their normal massage chairs. You actually feel the dicks hitting you. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing. And
maybe they actually just throw dildos at you.
Maybe they're just throwing dildos.
Is it like
under the
dark
seat.
In there?
No, you could tell that like it's like movie theater. It's like one row here and then one row, and then you're sitting on the chair. And while the like movie gets to the part where there's just dicks flying everywhere, you feel it.
That's wicked.
Yeah, and there's next to that we play the 6 of us. There was exactly 6 players for a game, so we're like let's do this. So basically it was a gutter ball, but you had to like make sure you were the first person because each person had like a horse.
And they raced.
But like they were like each horse wasn't a horse. It was like a sex person. You know? It was just like
sex person.
A person with her boobs out, or it was a penis, or an ass. Like it
sex
was just,
characters.
And you just had to play until like the person with the most points gets to all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And Andrew won. And when you win this crown saying sex god for life, I think, is like the small portion of it at the bottom. And it's the funniest shit.
Yeah, so
Andrew
he just
got
walked around with
He was
a crown
proud.
saying
He literally
sex
did not
god.
take it off.
Dude, Andrew
once.
is the sex god.
It was so funny.
And then on the second floor of the games, there was like a bull riding thing, and watching Andrew ride a bull with it saying sex god on his head was one of the funniest things I've ever encountered.
Yeah, that bull was fun though. What was it? What were we sitting on? Damn, I don't remember. I remember we were sitting on something. Because it wasn't just a bull. It was some sort of. I think, was it a vagina? Were we sitting on
I
a
don't
vagina?
even know.
It was something that we were sitting on. It was really funny.
There was in that same floor. There was a game where everybody went into a bathroom.
Oh my
stall
god! No, I couldn't do that.
And jerked dicks in a
I couldn't
glory
do
hole.
that.
And like, I guess the faster you did it, like you scored more points, or the amount of times you were able to pull on them.
Yeah,
when
so
they went
basically the
through.
game, there's like 4 spots open, and
Yeah.
it was completely fine because me and Andrew did not want to play that game. And basically it was a glory hole game where they go into a stall and they have to like jerk some dicks off, and if you jerk it hard enough, they go back out, and then you just have to see who gets the most points under like a minute or something.
Yeah.
Delia won, which was really funny.
Yeah.
And because she thought she was doing good, it just worked out.
Dude, I was on a roll. But
no, yeah, you're doing good too. You were second place, and then Evie and then Mackenzie.
I can't believe it.
And then there was also like a little. It was weird because the guy didn't explain it well, but you guys had to hold hands and then kiss to see which. Kink,
Yeah, but that game was dumb.
Yeah, which
because,
kink
like,
you are, because you couldn't hear the machine saying what you were.
Also, the way it was like, the way that it worked, because you had to put your hands on like a bar, and like, it like was able
one
to
hand on the
sense
bar.
if your lips were connected.
Yeah.
And like, but there was like, we didn't know how the game worked because it was supposed to spin a wheel, but I didn't know if it was dependent on how long you kissed or how hard you like made out or like which factors. And I watched this couple play and literally like nothing happened, and I was like, dude, screw that. So then
and then to get out of that floor to the next floor, I think you had to slide down a dick.
yeah, I think it was down a throat.
Oh, wait, was it?
I think it was like a dick in a throat.
Yeah. It was definitely interesting. So you had to like, it was just a pair of lips. You have to climb up like a bunch of like steps, and then you have to slide down. And when you slide down, it's an ass.
Yeah, but it's like a zebra ass.
Yeah,
It has like zebra stripes on it.
Yeah, but I think it was just like an illusion.
Yeah.
I don't think it was specifically a zebra.
Yeah.
And then that floor, one of the games were a strip pole, and you had to match the poses in time. The only person that played it, I think, was Mackenzie.
Yeah.
And she honestly killed it. She said she got the Megan Stallion knees, and I thought that was so funny.
Bruh.
Yeah, and then also in that floor, there was, what's it called?
There was like a mermaid in you know those like, I don't even know how to describe it. There was just like a mermaid in a box, and you had to like reach inside of what was
The underneath
disguised to be a vagina for the mermaid.
Yeah.
And
You had to jerk the mermaid
like,
off.
Yeah, you had to like spin a wheel, but it looked like you were like going at it in the mermaid. And basically you did that for a while, and the mermaid like made noises and sang to you and shit, and then electricity went off and the light bulbs turned on, and simulating an orgasm. And then
the interesting part is the prize. The prize was
Yeah.
CBD.
Yeah, like liquid in a vial. Like
I think Andrew.
CBD
No,
tincture.
Andrew didn't try it. Who tried it?
I think Andrew tried it.
Oh, Andrew did try it. I don't think he liked it.
Oh wait, actually, I don't know if he tried it because he gave his to Ev. I think we still have it.
Oh yeah, it was weird though because we were supposed to use it like within 24 hours.
I think it's within 24 hours of opening.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. I was like, how? So why are you making it?
How are you keeping these?
Like, how are you like importing it?
Do you just throw these out every day?
Yeah, that's what I'm so confused. Like, it made no sense to me. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's within opening. But the thing that made me so uncomfortable about it is it gave like there were like no ingredients or anything on it, like no lab tests or anything. It literally just says drink this while making out with your lover, and I was like,
oh yeah, it was a love potion.
Yeah,
that's what it was called.
It's so weird because like all the CBD products they had there were like what's the word? They were promoted as like love potion items, like things that would make you perform better or things that would make you like more interested in your
It was
lover.
to
And
build
it was
up
like,
your ego so you can do better in bed.
Yeah, but it was like really weird that they showcased it as like love potions.
Yeah,
You know?
it was it was definitely interesting.
Yeah. There was another game where you and one other person went on a stage and you had to like it gave you a bunch of sex positions to match and you had to like do them all with
That was hard though.
That was really
You
hard
guys-
because the sensors were bad.
No, yeah, it was Delia and honestly Delia and Mackenzie did the best. They
Yeah.
did a really good job of like doing it. But it was so funny seeing them. Who's like, okay, who's top, who's bottom?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, come on, stop.
They like
playing.
rotated.
I was like, okay, verse.
Yeah.
Versatile.
But, and there was a mirror also where like it flashed a bunch of sentences really quickly, and like
You had to
had to take pictures and see which ones you got. And there was one that said bone yogurt me, and I didn't know what that meant. So I looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and
Oh
bone
my
yogurt
God.
is literally just like
That was
cum,
so
I think.
funny.
But like I had no idea what it meant. I was like, what the fuck is bone yogurt?
Well, one of them, and then that was the end of the museum.
Mhm.
But we were just a little upset due to the fact that one, we wished we were told the gallery was closed because we would have came literally it was opening that night
Mhm.
for like a special event. And I was like, great, we should have came like tomorrow or something. But I wish they told us that before we bought the tickets and like requested off and everything. And two, you're right, I do wish they told us about the tickets
Yeah.
because I think we could have played more.
Yeah, because like they were like, oh, be cautious of how many tickets you use on each floor because you can't go back once you go to the next floor.
Yeah.
So you want to have an opportunity to play all the games. So I was like, shit, and I was being like super conservative about my tickets. But then there was only like we had 8 tickets, I think, and there were only like 8 games to play in the whole thing. So I literally could have used a ticket per game.
There was like 8 real fun games to actually play.
And I ditched on using one on like the bull riding. I didn't do it.
Oh no, I
because
know. I was like, dude, just do it.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, but what if there's like a really good game on the next floor? And then I feel like the games got worse as the floors went on. Like,
no, I think the
second floor was the best.
Yeah. The second floor was definitely the best.
But the third floor was like so disappointing. I was like,
I think it was like, I think it should have a bigger ending.
I feel like if I was given like creative direction, or like if I was the creative lead for designing that place, I would have come up with the greatest games of all time. Like, there's no shot that I wouldn't have come up with the greatest games.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I think you'd kill it creative.
Yeah, like whoever was in charge of the games was like so lame.
I think
But maybe they just had a low budget.
Yeah, but one of the galleries that were closed, because I went there like a year prior when I turned 18 with a couple of coworkers, and we went into a floor that was like the cam floor, which was about like cam girls and webcams and all that and what they do and the history of it. And I remember that floor was interesting because they had a whole wall dedicated to like live webcams like right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's a lot of people. I was like,
you guys paying for this?
Yeah, y'all paying for this shit? You could just go to the Museum of Sex for $35.
No, literally.
And then it was like demonstration of like an older woman like explaining a vagina. It was really
that would have made me sad. I would have gotten sad.
It was really interesting, and then blah blah. Blah. It was interesting, but I wanted to see the new gallery. I'm like, what did they do to that floor that was so amazing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, you guys can really see how white my legs are, because I have a tan here.
Oh yeah, you do.
And then right here, my legs are just so much whiter than the rest
It's
of my
not
body.
crazy though.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
No, I think you're good. I think like you're pink though on your inner thigh.
Yeah.
The inner thigh.
Dude, I'm like a chicken.
It's a chicken.
Buck. But yeah, so after the museum, or was it before the museum? Oh, I think, wait.
Before.
It was before.
Okay, so wait, before we get into that, we have been obsessed with escape rooms recently.
Yes.
And was that our 4th one in the city? My 4th year. Oh no, I think that was also your 4th.
I don't know.
Because you went with Andrew, and then after Andrew, the same week you went with me and
Andrew.
Evie.
I went with Andrew twice.
Oh, twice. So that's
Yeah.
your 5th.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. So we've just been obsessed with escape rooms. Undefeated, baby.
I have a mission to do every single one in New York State.
Yeah, he's on a fucking mission. So give an explanation why you just got into this and like why, like
I don't know, just because I decided to do it once with Andrew and like we had a lot of fun, and I was like, dude, this is like totally worth it.
No, yeah, and do you think I think the $35.
$35 is a
it.
good price.
Like,
I
it's a
mean, for
really
an
good price.
hour of like, for an hour of legitimate fun with friends, like escape rooms are actually genuinely fun. Like
Yeah, for
clue
sure.
solving is very good. It's good brain food.
Explain like the first one.
So
like obviously don't say where it is.
yeah,
but
yeah.
just
So okay,
explain
so
the
fir-
design of it.
Okay, yeah. So the first one we did, it was basically like the first one I did with Andrew was basically like a psychiatric ward,
Oh, fire!
and
Of
like
course you chose that one first.
yeah, so it was like an insane asylum, and basically one of the patients escaped. The whole lore was so you had to like figure out something about him before he was able to leave, and so it was the only one that I've done so far. I think. Actually, no, that's a lie. It was the second one I've done that has 3 rooms to it. So like obviously each escape room has multiple rooms to it, but this one had 3 rooms inside the big room. So the first one was like the office, which was like fine, and we just had to like figure out a few clues and whatever. And the second room got a little more scary because there were like body parts everywhere. Like there was like a human head and like a tongue and an
Yeah.
arm and shit just everywhere, and there was blood everywhere. And we were like, okay, cool. And we thought that we were going to be done at that
Oh
room
shit!
because there was a door that said incinerator on it, and I thought that was it.
Just
I
like
thought we
another word for exit.
Yeah, I thought we just went through. But then the door opened, and it was like this tall. Like we had to crawl through the door.
Oh,
Like you couldn't walk
really?
through it. You have to get on your hands and knees and crawl through
Oh,
the
they
door.
forced you to do that
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
And we asked them, we were like, what do you do when you get old people here and they can't crawl? And they're like, oh, we let them walk around because there's like a door.
Oh,
connecting
okay.
outside. They were like, we let them walk around if they have to.
I
But
feel
yeah,
like an old. I feel like I don't know if I feel like if I was that old, I just wouldn't be doing that. If
Probably.
my back would be hurting to crawl.
you'd be surprised. People do it.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I shouldn't be
then
ageist. My bad.
We
my
get
bad.
in the room and there's like blood everywhere and like X-ray stuff everywhere, and there's a table with like a dude laying in it. And I didn't know if he was real because there was a tarp over him. And Andrew and I, you get this walkie-talkie to communicate with the game master, and Andrew and I rang them up. And we were like, "Are we supposed to touch it?" And they were like, "Yes." And I was like, but is it gonna jump out at me if I touch it? And they were like, it's not real, don't worry. And Andrew goes, are you lying to me?
Andrew goes, "Are you lying to me? I don't want to be tricked right now."
And she was like, no, I promise I'm not lying to you. He's fake.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And
That's hysterical.
So he pulled off the tarp, and it was just like a mannequin there with his brains blown out. There was just blood everywhere. And yeah, and there was something that we had to find like on his person, so we actually had to touch him and
You're
like
"Goody
put your hand through his clothes and stuff to find something.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a key that we had to find, but it was actually scary. Like being in that situation where you didn't know that there was another room, you had to crawl through the door to get there. So if you want to run away, you only can crawl.
Dang,
And
oh my god.
then looking at a body on a table was like terrifying. But the adrenaline rush
Every
is what
time.
makes it good.
Every time it's so good.
Yeah, because they always implement like a fear kind of aspect to
Because
it.
you're like, if you don't get out, you die.
Yeah,
You get eaten by the Yeti or something. You know?
yeah, and it's not even that. It's just like they always add something that's like a little scary. So like we
But
did
also,
one
like-
that's like
But also, our group is just competitive. So
Yeah,
if
we
we
are very
lose, we
competitive.
get so mad.
we're like I lost with Andrew once, but we're undefeated as a team, Mario and I.
Yes.
We've beaten everyone we've gone to.
Damn,
so
you
far.
wait. Which one did you lose with Andrew? You didn't tell me about this. Was it like a while ago? In April or something?
With Andrew, which one did I lose? We did that one. We did Who's Nest, and we did. Shit, I don't remember what the other one was.
Dang. Oh, so that means you're
It was a cabin in the woods themed one.
Oh no, you did tell me about
and
that.
it was
you're right.
really hard.
You told me
Like
about
there
that.
was like a lot of
You,
clues that
me, and
made
Evie
sense.
kill it.
Dude, we
Because
do.
there's always at least okay. When I say me, Jacob, and Evie kill it, I mean Evie and Jacob kill it. Because I'm just like, yeah, support.
Mario gives us like the first aspect of the clue, and then we figure it out.
No, yeah, literally, I'm the reader.
Mario finds everything, and then we use
That's
it.
true. No, that's true. I do
Yeah.
find
He's
something.
good at finding things. But
Yeah.
we end up using it anyway.
Because I feel like every time I overthink it. So my first experience was with Jacob and Evie, and we
Yeah.
went
Alcatraz.
Yeah, we had to escape this prison because there's a big story of Alcatraz or whatever. And I was like overthinking everything. I was like, wait, that brick looks funny. Maybe there's something in that brick.
Yeah.
And Jacobs goes, no, there's nothing in the brick. I'm like, there's something there. And then, oh my god, no! But the first time we still counted as undefeated because we got out. We got out. He just gave us a wrong clue, so it messed us up.
Yeah. We escaped with we went over by like 10 seconds, but the only reason is because he gave us a wrong clue, so we had to figure it out. So we still consider it undefeated
because he let us have those extra 10 seconds because of the clue.
Yeah. He messed us up.
Yeah, but we did really good with that. And at one point there was like a typewriter, but there's certain like symbols and letters that were red instead of white. Yeah. So I was like, guys, there's something here. I'm telling you, there was something here.
I don't even remember what that clue was.
There was no clue.
We found it out.
There was no clue.
We did have to type something, but I don't remember what it was.
But it had nothing to do with the red letters.
It didn't.
What?
It had
I was like, what the fuck was the point of this? I was so focused on figuring it out too. I was like, what's wrong with me? But one of the clues that killed us was that I didn't duck down all the way because on top of one of the doors on top it says make sure to check all the way underneath
under the floor.
But I'm a big guy. I don't like squat all the way down to like reach something. I just like reach it down for it. So I'm like, fuck. So it was the rest of the puzzle, and then we figured it out, and oh god, that was so upsetting. I felt stupid after that.
Yeah.
And then our second one was with Ryan. And that was with the Yeti. And that game, that escape room was
was really good. That one was really good. Probably maybe the second best one I've been to. I think it was really good.
Yeah, I think, so we had to enter a room, and I like the chilly factor of it, because Alcatraz I was sweating.
Yeah, but they actually, because this one was supposed to be in, the mountains where it was cold, and they actually made the room a few degrees colder and actually made it kind of chilly too.
And this was my first 3-room escape room. Yeah. The first one was a bunch of stores. We had to figure out a puzzle, and then you had to get into a cabin, and then the cabin was really hard. And one of the things wasn't working, which was upsetting because we're like, how the heck are we not getting this right now? And then the third room was, oh my god. You first walk in and it's just a dead guy. It's just a dead guy
on the wall,
literally. But I found a couple things in the dead guy, so I felt proud that time. And then you were really good that escape room, actually.
Yeah, but there was a lot of math.
Evie killed it too. Actually,
it made me sad because there was a lot of. Actually, she put in a wrong number and I corrected her.
Oh, true, because you were following how to do it, but she knew how to do it.
Yeah.
So you guys both needed each other.
Yeah.
But the reason why I said you were really good is because you figured out the wood, the fireplace with the woods and which to go first. I was like, the fuck, that was really fucking smart.
Well, I mean, there were numbers on them.
There was.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was one really hard step where we were given I guess kind of a paper with a bunch of letters on it and symbols to represent each of those letters, and then there was a crate that we had to open, and there were words blocked out by symbols, so we had to translate.
It's for blind people, so they read that with the dots.
Yeah.
Isn't
Is that what it's for?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? Because they touch it and they feel how many circles they are. That's a letter, so that's how they read.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, I thought you knew that.
I didn't know that. No, I just thought it was some language they made up.
So, yeah, and then my third experience was back to the same building, but it was the vampire one, and I went with.
Oh yeah.
You were supposed to go, but you couldn't get out of work or something.
Yeah.
So I went with Mackenzie and Evie, and I was like, Jacob's not here. We're gonna fucking
Was it even good
loot. It was actually really fun. It was 2 rooms, but it was actually really, really fun. And the first room is a little hallway, it's really tiny, and then you watch a video, and then after that you just got to figure out where everything is. Me, Evie, and Mackenzie put a lot of effort into it. That was honestly, I put so much effort into that. I figured out so much shit, and I'm actually really proud of myself for that one. But one of those sayings, slay, for the young teen women or young adult women too. Mackenzie was saying it all night beforehand. So when we got there, one of the answers was, what do you have to do to the vampire? Slay. And then she was yelling it. It was so funny.
Bro.
But the final step was to stab a vampire, right, with a stake.
Ah.
And it was a crate. The crate opened because we figured out a puzzle, and then we had to figure out another puzzle to get the actual stake. So I got the stake, and it says stab it. And I'm like, oh, bad. So I'm just stabbing this. And we're like, what's happening? Is anything happening? Is anything happening? And then I look at his heart, like where his like heart should be. And there's like a whole tube where the stake is supposed to go. So I'm just stabbing this mannequin multiple times and being like, what's happening? What's happening? No, yeah. And I was like, wait, they told me there's no physical force for this escape room.
He's like beating the shit out of it.
I'm like, what's happening? And we asked for an escape room. I'm like, what are we supposed to do to the vampire? And she goes, you're supposed to stab it. And I'm like, okay, I'm stabbing it. And then I realized there's a whole tube where it's supposed to go. I'm like, oh, sorry. I put it in, and the escape room opens.
Bruh. Imagine you guys took so long to figure it out that, like, you never escaped.
I just keep stabbing the vampire. I was stabbing it in the face, the crotch, the stomach, everywhere.
My God. Yeah, stabbing
it
in the
was
dick.
so funny.
Anyway, the point of sharing all of this is because in the city we went to one. And it was like a high-speed train incident where you were stuck on a moving train. This one was cool, though. I actually think this one, like...
I think
it had a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah. The mystery, I think the way that we had to figure things out were really cool, and we haven't seen it before. So I thought it was very unique.
And also, I appreciated the fact that there was a video on the wall that was like showing the train moving like underneath a tunnel and stuff. And it just made it feel like you were actually moving a little bit. And like they had a screen on the front where the conductor's seat was, where like you could see the train moving in front of us, and it actually almost kind of made it feel like we were on a moving train. And there were just steps in that one that we haven't really like experienced before, because there was a step where we had to sit on a seat that was like pressure sensitive and open something.
Yeah, because on each side there was like please make sure you're in your seats.
Yeah.
And there was two people on one picture and then one person on one picture, and we're like, oh, so maybe that's the size where we have to sit. So Mackenzie, Andrew, and Delia all sat, and it opened something up. And I thought that was really cool.
It was really creative.
Yeah.
And there was another one where there were two poles, and we got a little graphic with two people like holding the poles with one hand and then holding hands and holding the other pole. And we did that, and that unlocked something too, which was really cool, because I was like the fact that they had a sensor like that, then it actually legitimately didn't open unless the other people were holding hands too. So it was like a really cool kind of idea.
Yeah, and one of the times we had to figure out a puzzle, and it was like, only pay attention to the white, and nobody got it. And then you were really creative, and you were like, wait, look at the numbers. It's 2552.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And then the second room was really small. Oh my God, that gave me so much claustrophobia. I was like,
yeah, because it was only where the
and there were six of us.
Train conductor sits. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the six of us, and we had to figure it out. And another way was that you had to talk to somebody in that room, but another person had to like go through a maze, and the person on the other side looking at the video has to guide you through the maze.
Yeah, because you have to put your hand through a wall to like do the maze, and you can't see where you're going, so somebody else has to guide you. And there were also like certain levers you have to flip, and it was just it was like just a really intuitive one. I figured the ones in the city would be a little bit of a higher quality, just because they attract more people and probably had a little bit of a higher budget to make something like that. But
I think the third room was really fun, though. I think the third room was really fun because you had to figure out like a bunch of number things. You had to call someone to figure something out. I think the phone got me. That was really cool. Yeah. You had to put helmet on a mannequin to figure like things out. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. It was just a very, very very intuitive thing.
Yeah. And I like the fact that in that escape room that usually when you like have something, you might use it for like a next like puzzle piece. Yeah. But for this one, he said as soon as you solve it, you don't need it anymore. Yeah. And I thought that was so cool. I think this one had the most steps, to be honest with you.
It had a lot of steps. Yeah. But we still finished it with like 20 minutes left to spare or something. Yeah. It was crazy. We had a lot of time left.
Yeah. You and Delia carried, to be honest with you.
Dude, I just feel like, I don't know. Because the thing about it was like the steps were so like unique, but I feel like they were really simple most of the time.
They were simple, like but I think that's what they were trying to get. But I know what you mean. I think there should have been.
I would rather there be a lot of simple steps than like a few extremely hard steps.
No, yeah, I agree.
There was nothing there that really really.
I kind of expected something similar to like One Around Us because we we still paid the same price.
Yeah.
And it was in the city. So I was like, I feel like it's going to be the same.
Yeah, but honestly, like, that one and the Yeti one were the two highest quality rooms.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeti was really fun.
Yeah, the Yeti was... I wasn't even expecting it to be fun because I was like, oh, this story's stupid. It's just about a stupid Yeti. And then the room was, like, great. So I guess I've learned a lesson to not really care about the story and care more about the aspects of the room.
And the experience and memories you make.
Shut up.
No, that was really fun. And the next one we're trying to do is this It one.
Yeah, there's an It one.
With a live actor.
Dude, that one would be scary.
Yeah,
that one's gonna make me actually shit myself because...
Do you get scared easily?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I do scare easy. Not necessarily with a group of people, actually. With a group of people, I don't get scared that easily. But on my own,
they'll definitely die first.
Yeah, what am I worried about? I've got the homies to die before me.
That's so funny. No, yeah, you probably would outlive us, to be honest with you.
Dude, but also, like, depending on how good their makeup is for the guy, or if he has makeup, or if he's just wearing a mask. If he's just wearing a mask that doesn't move, it's not even gonna be that scary.
You have to pay extra though, like $10 each.
Is it extra?
Yeah, it is extra. So that's why I feel like it's, and they only have a certain night, so I feel like it's not. I feel like it's actually gonna be makeup.
Yeah, like I feel like I hope it's actually makeup. And
we could ask them before we like go.
Yeah,
you know,
because if it's just a mask, then it's not gonna be like as exciting.
Imagine being an actor and putting that on like your resume. Yeah, I was an actor for
an escape room.
An escape room Fridays and Saturdays. That would be so hysterical.
Yeah, we definitely gotta hit that one up.
Yeah.
Changing a topic real quick. This week I recently went to the Paul McCartney concert at MetLife in Jersey.
Oh yeah, it changed your life apparently, right?
It did change my life.
Why did it change your life?
Because the Beatles is like the reason that me and my brother decided to like start a band and pick up new instruments and whatever. And being able to see him with my own eyes was so like life changing. Because think about it, like this guy has influenced billions of people over the course of the 80 years that he's been alive, which is like, that's like insane. And he's been playing music for like 60 of them.
You went to his last show ever.
No, it wasn't his last show ever, actually.
It was his last tour, I know that.
Yeah, it was his last show in the U.S. tour.
Okay.
He went to the U.K. after that to do another tour. However, I don't know. I thought it would be his last one because he's 80 and he's getting old, but at the end of the concert, he said, we'll see you next time. And then a bunch of like confetti went off and stuff. So that makes me think he's planning possibly another U.S. tour. But
maybe.
That man's getting old. But listen, he's in great shape and he still
looks great.
sounds good.
For 80, he looks really good.
Yeah, and he's like very mobile and very fit, and very in good shape. You know, it's very surprising. He's like...
Did you finally pay your brother back?
Nah, not yet. Dude, those tickets were expensive. We had to pay like $1,300 per seat.
I know. But he said you don't have to pay him $1,000, right?
I don't even know. I don't even know how much I'm supposed to pay him.
Oh, you're just like...
But now that I'm getting hours, it should be easier.
Guys, I think...
I told him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, shut up. They don't need to hear you.
Fuck off.
But, yeah, no, the concert was really good. We got very lucky with the weather because it was supposed to rain and then it didn't rain. It rained for one song, but it was the song that had fire and everything in it. It's like the only song that had like pyrotechnics. So it didn't even matter. It honestly kind of made it cooler because it started to rain and then a bunch of fireworks went off and shit. And it was just like...
Oh, that's cool.
It was really cool. And just like the fact that we got seats so close, like I had to wear a wristband because of how close we were.
Oh my gosh.
So they were like checking it.
No, you were really close. Good for you guys. You guys were really close.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. And it was my first concert ever. I've never been to a concert prior to.
Can we go to the Tyler Creator concert? That sounds dope. Because his time... In the beginning of his show, he's like, I need to be humbled. And you're just screaming out shit to, like, make him feel bad. And
yeah.
He's like, thank you.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. He, like, asks you to offend him, and then he offends multiple people. Like, he just starts, like, verbally harassing everybody at his concert. But it's so funny.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's so funny. I want him to curse me out.
No, yeah, he's so funny. What a guy. You make my earthquake. Funny.
Dude, there are a lot of concerts I want to go to.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator, I would definitely go to.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go to a concert with us?
Yeah, who's trying to go to a concert
Should
with
we
us?
Vlog?
The Scrambled Egos concert.
Oh my god, that'd be...
Guys.
That would be so funny.
This is episode 13. which means that season 1 ends in 2 episodes.
Oh, we have a special surprise for you next episode. I'm not gonna say it yet.
Do I know it?
Yeah. What? Yes, you're a host, for God's sakes.
Special surprise for next episode.
Mm-hmm. It's the one topic that it's in our description that we haven't talked about yet. Yeah. So it's not that special, but
it's not special.
But like, we need a. It's fun.
It's something we haven't talked about yet.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a little fun.
It's fun. It's fun. It's definitely gonna be a good topic of discussion because I could go on and on for days about something like that.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. All right. How long have we been going for? Are we
This is 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, guys.
Wait, before we end, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait, I need to tell them something.
Did you learn about the thing in the news about the fucking elephant?
No.
Okay, so so this elephant killed this lady, right?
Okay.
But so this elephant unfortunately killed this lady, but then the elephant somehow found her village, went to her funeral, and then stepped on her dead corpse. This is no joke. And
dude, you gotta be lying.
And then after no, bro, it's all over the news. I'm telling you. I am telling you, it's insane. And then after he came, he made this sound to signal all his like brothers and sisters to come attack the village where the lady lived, and they destroyed the village.
Oh my god.
Right? It's insane. And then we were like, what? But like the thing is, everyone in the media is defending the elephant, being like, well, what did the lady do? Because
honestly,
because elephants are the most empathetic animals. So if that girl did something wrong, shit.
Unless he just had a really bad elephant day.
Or maybe he heard about climate change.
Yeah, maybe they heard about climate change.
Yeah, it's insane.
Dude, that's crazy, actually.
No, yeah.
I can't believe that.
Imagine pissing off an elephant, killing you, and then he's like, I'm not done. Storms in the fucking room.
Steps on your corpse, destroys your entire tribe.
Yeah, it's insane. That was insane.
That is crazy, dude.
That's terrifying. Elephants are so nice, though.
They're sweet and very smart, but dude, they're huge.
But what if they sense something in you that nobody else senses, and then they kill you on spot?
I just want to hug one.
I want them to pick me up with their tail.
I want them to
not their tail,
their trunk. Their tail. I was gonna say you about to get shit on.
Yeah, no, literally.
I'm just in awe. I can't believe that.
That's insane, right?
Dude, I was driving home 2 days ago, and I found there was a deer like in my neighborhood though.
Oh, around
like
here?
Around the block.
Oh, I know, yeah, because there's a deer sign over like somewhere on that road.
It's on Magnolia, but that's not where it was. It was literally like over there, like on like.
Oh, on that street.
Yeah, like
right before
right around the corner. Yeah.
What?
And we saw it, and it started running, and like it crossed the road, and it just jumped over a fence and went into a park.
Oh.
But like it was so weird because I saw it and I was like, damn, that's a big ass dog. And then it wasn't a dog.
I can be in like, yo, look at that, and he goes, that's a big ass dog.
But just imagine like,
no,
okay, imagine you're walking like around the neighborhood though in the middle of the night, because I've done that before. And imagine you're just walking around and you just see a fucking deer just standing there in your neighborhood.
Oh my god, you're
like
just shaking.
I would that would terrify me.
Yeah.
If I just saw a deer while I was walking. Last night, I was at Matt's house. Mm-hmm. We played a game. It was a Jackbox Party Pack game.
Just the two of you?
No, Victoria and Ev were there too.
I was gonna say there was like no way.
So the game was called Dictionarium, and basically how it works is it gives you a word, and then you have to write a definition for the word. So the word that it gave us initially was shabati, and the winning definition was Ev's, and she said a word used to describe a type of ass on a girl in the hood.
And she said shabati?
Shabati. And the game gave us the word. The game gives you words that don't exist.
Okay.
And you have to write definitions to words that don't exist. So the game gave us shabati, and everybody voted for this. Ev's won, and it was what you would call a type of ass that a girl has in the hood. So then you had to write a synonym. So like you had to write another word that means the same thing. And you had to come up with a random word, obviously. My word won. It was voted in. I wrote qualabungus.
Qualabungus. Okay.
And then you had to write, you had to use it in a sentence after that. So you had to use a new word in a sentence. And somehow, out of the depth of my terrible mind, the sentence that ended up winning and the sentence that I ended up writing was, ride my dick with that qualabungus Shawty McBayatron. Shawty Mc hyphen Bay hyphen Atron.
Shawty, you know this is going on the internet, right?
Yeah. But the goal was to come up with something funny, obviously. And
Did you win?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course I won. But
of course, right? Fuck, what do you mean?
Okay, I managed to use the word qualabungus and Shawty McBayatron in the same sentence.
Okay, you know what? Good for you. Good for fucking you, man.
And Matt looks at the screen and he goes, "How do you just think of Shawty McBayatron?" Like, how does that just happen? So, yeah, that was the new word and sentence and definition we came up with last night. And now I will be avidly using qualabungus and Shawty McBayatron.
That should be your Twitch name.
What?
Qualabungus.
Shawty McBayatron.
Qualabungus. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. What animal would you be? I know this is super random, but what animal would you be? I'd be a. Oh wait, I think we've talked about this.
I think so, but I have
an updated one.
Actually, okay.
Mine
The answer that I'm going to give, we've already discussed on the
Okay.
show. It's like a shrimp.
Oh my god, you're right. It was oh wow, what a throwback. That was the second
I don't remember
episode
what
we
it's
talked
called,
about
but the
it.
shrimp that can
Jumbo
punch
shrimp?
so hard.
Jumbo shrimp?
I don't remember what it's called, but the shrimp that can punch so hard that it can
kill a
take off
crab.
the arm of a crab
Yeah,
in one punch.
Yeah. Bro,
Imagine I could
Damn.
punch somebody and take off a
that was
limb.
episode 2. That was 7 months ago.
That was a really long time ago.
8 months ago. That's crazy. Wow, we've come a long way. We've come a long way, folks.
Yeah, we have.
I would be a penguin.
You would die almost
Fire?
within days.
Okay, great.
You would get eaten by a sea
Death.
lion.
If you had to pick a candy bar to be you, what would the candy bar be?
To be me?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, to define me?
If you had to be a candy bar, what candy bar would you be?
I'd be a Kit Kat.
I'd be a Snickers.
Fuck you.
Kit Kat, you're so easy to break.
Wow. Wow. That's
really defining your character.
Mario, how
Sam?
could you?
It's okay, you'll get over it. Also, his dogs are out, guys.
Yeah, my feet are out. Do you guys want to see my feet?
No.
Guys, if I started an OnlyFans only showing my feet, would you guys support me?
Yeah, I think they said yeah.
What did they? Did
Yeah.
anybody respond?
Yeah, I think we did.
Can we put it on our story? Can we put a poll on our story?
No.
Saying that
Also,
if-
check out our TikTok.
Yeah, we
Because we have
posted some
crazy.
good stuff.
Speaking of random ass shit, we post some random shit that you guys like. So it's been doing good. We're also gonna be posting on YouTube more. So yeah.
Do you guys want to see my feet?
No. All right. I think we're gonna end it here.
All right.
We've been speaking for a long time, actually.
It has been a while. We told a lot of stories today.
Yeah.
We had a lot to talk about, but unfortunately, we've spoken our.
We spoke a long time.
Yeah.
We're almost. I think we reached an hour. Almost an hour.
Almost, but we've spoken our limits. So thank you guys for watching. Follow all of our socials as per every episode, and we'll see you next episode. Farewell.
I love you.